Behind the facade of a sweet marriage, Gao Xiumei wove a deadly trap for her own husband. A cold and ruthless plan unfolded, all to conceal an earth-shattering secret. When the flames ignited on that fateful night, no one suspected the horrifying crime lurking behind the fire. Could Gao hide the truth forever, or would justice expose her true face? Join China Case Podcast as we uncover this chilling story in today's episode. On a dark night in mid 2008, a ferocious fire broke out unexpectedly at the new home of an engaged couple on the outskirts of Beijing. The flames turned the once promising marital abode into ashes. The groom, Wang Daichao, tragically lost his life before he could enjoy his wedding day. However, his death wasn't caused by the fire but by fatal head injuries. When the police launched an investigation, it quickly became evident that this was no accident, but a premeditated and heinous murder. Gao Xiumei, the bride and alleged mastermind, became the central figure in a case that shocked the public. Gao Xiumei, a woman of striking beauty but a deeply sinister heart, crafted a bloody scheme to protect her unborn child, one not fathered by her husband. Deep within, she refused to let go of her lover, a married man who adamantly refused to divorce his wife to marry her. To avoid public shame and legitimize the child, Gao heartlessly married Wang Daichao, a kind and unsuspecting man who unknowingly walked into the trap she had set. Born in the suburbs of Beijing, Gao Xiumei, then 35 years old, exuded charm and grace. Before meeting Wang Daichao, she had been married to another man, equally as dashing. However, their marriage quickly deteriorated due to Gao's extreme personality, leading to frequent arguments over minor family issues. The stress of infertility further strained their relationship, ultimately resulting in divorce. After the separation, Gao sought to reinvent herself by diving into the insurance industry, aspiring to become a star in the field to erase her troubled past. This job not only allowed her to showcase her intelligence and persuasive communication skills, but also introduced her to many people. Among them was Tai Gangming, a man who would play a pivotal role in Gao's ruthless plan. A successful middle-aged man with a family was someone Gao found irresistible. Initially, their relationship was limited to professional conversations about insurance. However, Gao's sweetness and subtle elegance soon captivated Tai. Over time, their meetings extended beyond work hours, and their relationship grew closer. In Tai's eyes, Gao represented admiration and passion, qualities she craved after her cold marriage. Gao believed Tai would provide her with happiness and stability. She hoped he would one day leave his family to be with her, but reality didn't align with her desires. Tai bluntly refused to divorce his wife, agreeing only to maintain their clandestine affair without any promises of marriage. Determined not to let her efforts go to waste, Gao conceived a plan to bear Tai's child, hoping the baby would compel him to change his mind. To execute her scheme, Gao knew she needed a scapegoat, a man who would unknowingly play the role of her husband. This man had to be kind-hearted, oblivious to her plan, and easy to manipulate, a perfect victim for her stage drama. Soon, Gao was introduced to Wang Daichao, a simple man from Hebei province. He had moved to Beijing for work, dreaming of a stable life and a loving family. Wang was neither strikingly handsome nor confident, but exuded sincerity and modesty. His naivety made him the perfect target for Gao's plot. Upon meeting Wang, Gao's charm quickly ensnared him. She presented herself as gentle, caring, and attentive, leaving Wang deeply smitten. Her seemingly genuine interest in building a future together reassured Wang, who believed happiness was finally within his grasp. When Gao confessed that she had been married before and sought a fresh start, Wang trusted her sincerity even more. It wasn't long before they decided to marry. Unbeknownst to Wang, Gao's hasty acceptance concealed a sinister agenda. Her plan was clear: conceive Tai's child, pass it off as Wang's, and later find a way to end the marriage while retaining the baby. To expedite her plan, Gao began demanding money from Wang for wedding preparations. Despite his modest income, Wang worked tirelessly to meet her requests, even borrowing from friends and family. Gao insisted on a proper wedding, since it was her second chance at love. As the wedding day approached, Gao asked Wang to rent a separate apartment, calling it their marital home. Trusting her intentions, Wang happily complied, unaware of her hidden motives. After the marriage, Gao's demands escalated. She pressured Wang to buy new furniture, a bed, and even a car as a wedding gift. Though the expenses were overwhelming, Wang's blind love for Gao kept him going, taking on debts without a second thought. Meanwhile, Gao's affair with Tai Gangming continued in secret. She promised Tai that her pregnancy might change his mind, convincing him to leave his wife. Tai, however, remained indifferent, treating Gao as nothing more than a fleeting affair. Unfazed by Tai's indifference, Gao resolved to secure her future by eliminating Wang. She had already convinced Wang to sign a life insurance policy worth 400,000 yuan, naming herself as the sole beneficiary. With this money, Gao intended to raise her child with Tai, free from Wang's presence. Thus began Gao's cold-blooded plan to stage an accident. The chilling details of Gao Xiumei's meticulously orchestrated crime and the investigation that unraveled her web of deceit will leave you speechless. Stay tuned as China Case Podcast dives deeper into this harrowing story.
The plan unfolds.
Gao Xiumei patiently waited for the right moment to execute her plan. As the wedding approached, she began sowing seeds of tension by starting petty arguments with Wang Daichao over finances and household decisions. Her goal was to keep him stressed and off guard, making him less likely to notice her sinister intentions. The night before the accident, Gao prepared a lavish dinner, complete with a bottle of fine red wine. She played the role of a loving wife, soothing Wang's insecurities after their recent quarrels. Wang, burdened by guilt for failing to meet Gao's financial demands, saw this as an opportunity to mend their relationship. Little did he know it was the calm before the storm. During the meal, Gao slipped a potent sedative into Wang's wine. As he sipped, his body gradually succumbed to the drug's effects. He grew drowsy and weak, unable to stand. Gao, with cold determination in her eyes, knew the time had come to act. The crime. As Wang fell unconscious, Gao retrieved a hammer she had hidden earlier. With brutal precision, she delivered multiple blows to his head, ensuring he would not survive. The faint light in the room illuminated her expressionless face, reflecting her ruthless resolve. When she was certain Wang was dead, Gao set the scene to appear as if a tragic accident had occurred. She poured gasoline around the house and ignited the flames, watching as the fire engulfed the room. Gao hoped the inferno would destroy all evidence of her crime, including Wang's battered body. Confident her plan was flawless, she calmly walked away, leaving the house to burn. The investigation begins. When the fire was extinguished, Wang Daichao's charred remains were discovered. At first, investigators believed the fire was a tragic accident. However, a forensic examination revealed that Wang had suffered severe head trauma before the fire, and traces of sedatives were found in his bloodstream. These findings pointed to foul play. Suspicion quickly fell on Gao Xiumei, who seemed unnervingly composed despite her husband's sudden death. Her alibi was shaky, and her indifferent demeanor raised red flags for the investigators. Digging deeper, the police uncovered Gao's recent purchase of a large life insurance policy for Wang, listing herself as the sole beneficiary. This discovery solidified their suspicion. Gao had a clear motive. The investigation also brought to light Gao's secret affair with Tai Gangming. Phone records and text messages revealed an intimate relationship between the two. Although Tai denied any involvement in the murder, his connection to Gao added another layer of intrigue to the case. When questioned, Tai admitted to their affair, but insisted he had no knowledge of Gao's plans. He claimed their relationship was purely emotional, denying any role in the crime. However, investigators weren't convinced. Tai's evasive answers and apparent discomfort suggested he might be hiding more than he let on. The net tightens. As the evidence against Gao mounted, her composed facade began to crumble. Witness testimonies revealed that Gao had spoken disparagingly about Wang to her friends, describing him as a means to an end. One friend even recalled Gao mentioning her desire to have Tai's child and her determination to remove any obstacles in her path. The police also recovered a blood-stained hammer from the property, with DNA matching Wang Daichao. This damning evidence left no doubt about Gao's involvement in the murder. The confession. Under mounting pressure, Gao finally confessed. She admitted to killing Wang, revealing her twisted motives, securing the life insurance payout and raising Tai's child without interference. Shockingly, Gao showed no remorse. Instead, she blamed Wang for being an obstacle to her plans, justifying her actions as necessary for her child's future. Her confession sent shockwaves through the public. How could a woman of such elegance and charm harbor such cold-blooded malice? The trial. Gao Xiumei's trial became a national spectacle. The courtroom was filled with people eager to witness justice for Wang Daichao. Prosecutors presented overwhelming evidence, from the life insurance policy to the blood-stained hammer and witness accounts of Gao's manipulative behavior. Gao remained stoic throughout the trial, showing no signs of regret. She claimed her actions were driven solely by her love for her unborn child, an argument that failed to sway the court. Despite the prosecution's push for the death penalty, the court sentenced Gao to life imprisonment without parole, citing her pregnancy as a mitigating factor. Public outcry ensued, with many feeling the sentence was too lenient for such a heinous crime. Epilogue. In prison, Gao's story took a tragic turn. Complications from her pregnancy revealed an ectopic condition, resulting in the loss of the child she had schemed so ruthlessly to protect. This cruel twist of fate left Gao to reflect on the wreckage of her life, though she reportedly expressed no regret for her actions. The case of Gao Xiumei remains a chilling reminder of the depths of human ambition and the destruction it can bring. Her beauty and charm masked a heart